over 300 books. Usually in 3 minutes or less we do is the book worth it or not. But let's go over what double dipping is, and is it worth it for you? Is it worth it for, spending that money on it? Now these are, $150 books here. 125, 150, 125, and $100. So you have well over $300 worth of books just right here, So is it worth buying all three? What is double dipping? Double dipping is basically if there's a story inside that they all share. Is it worth it? Is it worth getting into? So here you have King in Black, which has the main King in Black 1 through 5, but you also have part of the Venom story. Or here you have the Absolute Carnage, and you also have part of the Venom story. Which the Absolute Carnage is volumes 1 through 5 too. And then you have a different part of the Venom story, the earlier part of the Venom story that goes with this, and later part of the Venom story that goes with this. But then you could just get the Venom story that has the whole Venom story, plus you have Absolute Carnage, which is the main story of this, and then the King in Black, which is the main story of this. So could I just buy this and, not spend, all the money on these? Would it be worth it? So that's a question for how much of a collector you are and how much you want to get into this story. So personally, if you just want to know the main story, main Venom story, and you do want the Absolute Carnage part of it, and you do want the King in Black part of it, then go ahead and just buy Venom, and that's all you got to do. Which this is, with Null and Absolute Carnage, and it's a big book. But, you get your full story in here. Now, do you want, are you a true collector? And, well, it's a true collector, but a collector like me who likes to have everything. Well, then you're going to want to spend extra money and get the rest of these. Even though you got the same story in this, you don't have everything. It's not collecting everything. So this has got Absolute Carnage, and then part of the Venom story, but it's got the rest of the tie-ins. So all the tie-ins, Spider-Man, everything that goes with this, it will have in here, that it won't have in here. And then same here, the King in Black. When you get to this one, you're going to get all the other tie-ins that go with this, Miles Morales and all that. The Hulk, the Immortal Hulk and all that go with this one. That is not included in this. So this is mainly if you want that main story, but you want all the tie-ins that go with it. So yeah, you're going to overread. You can almost skip it when you get to that book, and that way you're not reading it twice. Or you can read it twice. It's up to you. But is it worth it to you? That's up to you. It's just how you spend your money and what kind of collector you are. But if you don't want everything, then just get the Venom book. If you do want everything, get all three. That's what double dipping is, though, and that's if it's worth it to you or not. See you on the next.